Once in a while, in the middle of an ordinary life, love gives us a fairy tale. Family and friends, on behalf of Julia and Ben, I welcome all of you to their fairy tale wedding celebration. We're gathered here not to witness the beginning of what will be, but rather to the next step of what already is. Their love for each other, and now their wish to spend the rest of their lives together as husband and wife. We rejoice and celebrate in the ways life has led them to each other and got them to the place where they stand today. Ben and Julia would like to take this moment to recognize you, their family and friends, who've traveled from near and far to spend this very special day with them. Each and every one of you has been an important part of their lives and has played a role in shaping the people they are today. Thank you all for being here to celebrate this joyful day with them. Something that Ben and Julia felt was important in their wedding ceremony was to include elements of both tradition and eccentricity. So you will find these elements along with some expected and unexpected elements in their ceremony today, which, like a good marriage, has a mix of things and is a good balance. Julia and Ben, you're not related yet, but your guests I know are anxiously awaiting this part of your ceremony, because after I ask you these questions and at the end of this ceremony, you certainly will be related. So I ask you now, Ben, do you take Julia to be your wedded wife, to cherish in love and friendship, in strength and in weakness, good times and bad, to continue to take her to Disney parks, to love her faithfully today, tomorrow, and until the end of time?
I do.
Julia, do you take Ben to be your wedded husband, to cherish in love and friendship, in strength and in weakness, good times and bad, to continue to stand by him while he watches sports on TV, and to love him faithfully today, tomorrow, and until the end of time?
I do.
When we hear the word storybook, we inevitably picture Walt Disney. Therefore, it's fitting and appropriate to include one of his favorite quotes and most famous quotes today. When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way, implicitly and unquestionably. By joining in marriage today, Julia and Ben are agreeing to believe in each other all the way, implicitly and unquestionably. And speaking of storybooks, Julia and Ben's story is one that's as old as time. The story of boy meets girl, or maybe girl meets boy. It's a small world after all. As children, Julia and Ben grew up only 10 minutes away from each other in Potomac, Maryland. Although, surprisingly enough, it would take each of their best friends introducing them to each other on Julia's 16th birthday for them to meet. They began to hang out as friends along with their other friends, but about a month later, after getting to know one another better and talking on the phone for over 4 hours one night, Ben asked Julia to help him choose a holiday gift for his mother. Rather than the usual gift of a necklace, Julia suggested a basket from Bed Bath & Body Works. Oops, I'm sorry. I meant Bath & Body Works, right, Julia? There's a story to that. At the time, Julia had a feeling that there was something special about Ben, but being as young as they were, their boyfriend-girlfriend relationship had its ups and downs, and after high school graduation, they each went their separate ways. They did, however, keep in touch and stay close to one another as they started college classes close to home. Their flickering flame began to be a fire, and they decided to attend the University of Maryland together. With their amazing parents' support, thank you parents, they were able to not only earn their degrees, but to enjoy a beautiful apartment together where their love continued to grow. The summer following graduation meant that they had to move out of their apartment. Ben and Julia both knew that they wanted to spend the rest of their lives together and to get married. They decided that in order to save money so that they would be able to get a house, they would each move back in with their respective parents for a year. It turned out to be the most miserable 3 months of their lives. A memorable proposal at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse followed, and if you don't know the story of the proposal, be sure to ask them about it because it's a great story. And today, it brings them to where they now stand, ready to begin their happily ever after. The exchange of vows and rings is a central and most essential part of a wedding ceremony. At this time, Julia and Ben will exchange the vows that will bind them in marriage. Ben, you get to go first.
All right. Julia, you have always been there for me. If I never met you, my life would be incomplete. As I wake up every day to your beautiful smile and adorable nagging in my ear, I'm driven to be the man who deserves to be by your side. Whether we were hanging out on the couch watching TV, or you were dancing to Taylor Swift in the car, I can't help but think I could do this for the rest of my life. As we close the fiancé chapter of our story, I can't wait to start the next one. And even though we are in Disney World with Cinderella's castle at our back, I have to say, our story is my favorite fairy tale of all. I love you more than anything in this world, forever.
Ben, from the moment I met you 8 years ago, I knew we had a very special connection. You make me the happiest woman, and I can't imagine what my life would be like if I had never met you. I promise to always take care of you, and I promise to never go to sleep angry at you, even if you don't always tuck me in. You are my absolute world, my pride and joy, my honey, and I am beyond excited to be husband and wife. I love you forever.
With marriage, a new circle of life begins. The wedding ring is a symbol of eternity. It has no beginning and it has no end. Love is a story that never ends. Ben and Julia, let these rings be a symbol of your never-ending storybook. Ben, if you would, please place the ring on Julia's finger. Okay, continue to hold your hands together and to look into each other's eyes. And Ben, if you would, please repeat after me. Julia,
Julia,
I take you to be my best friend,
I take you to be my best friend,
my faithful partner,
my faithful partner,
and my one true love.
and my one true love.
I promise to encourage you
I promise to encourage you
and inspire you,
and inspire you,
and to love you truly
and to love you truly
through good times and bad.
through good times and bad.
I will forever be there
I will forever be there
to laugh with you,
to laugh with you,
to lift you up
to lift you up
when you're down,
when you're down,
and to love you unconditionally
and to love you unconditionally
through all our adventures in life together.
through all our adventures in life together.
You would please place the ring on Ben's finger. And continue to hold your hands together. And Julia, if you would please repeat after me. Ben,
Ben,
I take you to be my best friend,
I take you to be my best friend,
my faithful partner,
my faithful partner,
and my one true love.
and my one true love.
I promise to encourage you
I promise to encourage you
and inspire
and
you,
inspire you,
and to love you truly
and to love you truly
through good times and bad.
through good times and bad.
I will be forever there
I will be forever there
to laugh with you,
to laugh with you,
to lift you up
to lift you up
when you're down,
when you're down,
and to love you unconditionally
and to love you unconditionally
through all our adventures in life together.
through all our adventures in life together.
I think you're going to have a lot of great adventures. It was Julia and Ben's hope that all of you would leave here today knowing how much they love you, that you would have learned more about their love for each other, and that you would realize that you're here not merely to witness their marriage and their wedding celebration, but also to be a part of their lives as they go through their marriage together. Now, as their ceremony comes to a close, and to add a little eccentric touch, I'd like to share one of their favorite Disney rhymes that's not only whimsical, but also says what a good marriage is all about. What's Mickey without Minnie? What's Piglet without Pooh? What's Donald without Daisy? That's me without you. When Ariel doesn't sing and Pooh Bear hates honey, when Tigger stops bouncing and Goofy isn't funny, when Peter Pan can't fly and Simba never roars, when Alice in Wonderland can't fit through small doors, when Dumbo's ears are small and happily ever after isn't true, that's when I'll stop loving you. Julia and Ben, your happily ever after begins now, because by the power vested in me by the state of Florida, you are wished love, laughter, and a happily ever after. It is my great joy and honor to pronounce you husband and wife. The two of you may now share your true love's kiss as husband and wife for the very first time.